Let's take a look at it in an organization as it evolves and it grows. It's got to model the market. It's got to mimic what your vendors, if you will, that you're servicing and your customer needs are. That means you have to understand how to implement and manage change.
Yep.
That's what change is. I'm implementing it. So how has that whole, I'm going to say, lesson of implementation, how did you deal with learning how to implement new things as a business owner? Implement the culture, implement onboarding an employee, or implement changes that you're doing with a customer.
Yeah.
What were the challenges there?
You know, I like to think that my teaching career made me really well prepared for all of this. I think when you, especially in your early years as an educator, and even in your training and university programs, teacher cert programs, like everything is really planned. It's like I have a lesson plan for today. I have a curriculum for how these students are going to be evaluated. I have an end goal, and then here's the steps to get there. Like you're not just it might appear that way to a lot of people, but like there's a lot of science and curriculum and planning and strategy that goes into, I'm teaching you this today because you're going to take a test on this in 2 weeks, and then it's going to show up on like a state exam next year. So that was ingrained in my brain. Like we're not doing this just to do it. There's a reason. So I think for me, I that's just how we implement change. I mean, we build out a plan. I literally still use a rubric for my team. Like one of our biggest challenges is people in the process because we're a services firm. So part of us implementing change internally even is we constantly have new people that have not done this job before, and we have to have a really refined system and process and follow that. And typically, like, you don't find any of that in a startup. Like, there's just like, let's try different things, right? And but also combine that like teaching mentality with the fact that I implemented ERP systems for 8 years before I started this, right? In various phases. Like I learned a lot about business process and implementing change and sitting down and being a consultant, listening to clients' feedback, and then needing to go implement that change in their own system. So, so it was a unique, sometimes we say we have a saying around here that we like to make things harder than they should be, but that's also because we've seen like what happens when you don't maybe follow through with the process, or if you don't get the right people on board early, it can really derail any size project.
Hi, Ted Wolf here. I want to thank you for joining us for this Implementors video. The Implementors podcast is presented by Guidewise, where we, along with our vetted member community, recognize that ideas are easy, but implementation is hard. To learn more about getting things done with Guidewise, please visit us at guidewise.io. And to conquer your implementation struggles, please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Happy implementing.